All right. Shalom, Akim, all praise and glory to you.
I would buy Shimmy on the
Shalom,
shot by
the ones to the Apostle Great Millstones, and take to Yakim, going work truth and sincerity. We in here doing a studio because it is brick outside. You know,
-1
yeah,
degrees. You know what I'm saying? We got a crazy storm front that be coming in, especially on the 22nd. So
Michigan gets crazy.
I was saying it, good brothers. If it's too goddamn cold, do not get your ass out there.
Right.
And
So,
y'all fucked up the rest of the week, you know. Be wise with it, you know. Be wise as serpents.
Right. And plus the temperature that just dropped late right now. So,
Oh no, it's been like that all day.
Yeah. But it still dropped a couple more degrees.
We're pretty sure it's minus about 5 to 10 degrees.
Yeah, because it said when you look at the weather and it say frigid, keep your ass and don't do it. Okay. You know,
I just feel like ice out there.
Right.
Walk out.
Right. Because I look at the weather often, and when I see frigid next to it, that's gonna be one of the times that means your skin being exposed, and that cold.
No, explode.
Time shit. Yeah, you don't feel like your shit didn't exploded. All right, you get your ass out there in that cold. You know, understand what you're working with. You know, same thing with hot weather. You know, go out there, stay hydrated. You know, part of being in season and out of season.
Yeah, the sun burned my brain this year. This was the first time that ever happened to me. It felt like my brain was burning from the sun, man.
Yeah, that shit was
it was the
focused on that one. That
right. It was feel like it was focused on the back of my head. Like it was just a spot, just man,
cooking and shit.
So as y'all know, there's a whole lot going on right now. Preparation for next year, a lot of the MOTB things is going on. They got this what is it, Alaska? They basically using Alaska as the new model for America as a testing ground for all digital currency and and other things and stuff. But today, because I'm thinking about doing a video on this topic too, is the FBA thing, Foundational Black American. The brother Malcolm in Chicago is always talking about that term black. We're not black, with different shades of brown.
Right.
Black was also a derogatory term, the same as nigger. Black is basically pointing out everything wicked. We're not black, we're different shades of brown. If you want to get technical, we're different shades of we're either swarthy or tawny. Swarthy being the darker brown complexion, tawny being the lighter brown.
You know what? I used to say all the time before I even I ain't gonna lie, this is the first time I heard that, but I used to say all the time that we come in different shades of brown because when you look on the ground, the surface of the ground is a light brown. But as you dig deeper into the ground, the soil gets darker brown. But it don't get black. It gets real dark brown.
It's very dark brown. So, you want to get technical with terms, is either swarthy, which is dark brown, or tawny, which is light brown, or red bone, if you will.
I was just like King David when they said that he was ready. Motherfucker tried to say he was red. And it's that's what they would call a red bone, because remember his grandmother was a Moabite.
Right. But truth be told, he was tawny.
Right. Light skin,
light skin brown. Yeah. Reason why I want to touch on this FBA thing is because when you basically it takes away your history. There's that saying that goes, if you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. So the FBA movement is basically
foundational black,
trying to erase you Jake's history, man.
FBA is foundational Black American.
Right. I mean, I get the delineation thing because the true delineators is us. We the Israelites. we detailing who we really are from the rest of Jakes out there, you know, and from the fake JOOs out there. We the real delineators. And we going by true history. But with this FBA thing is basically the Jakes that's been over here that descend from slavery and have lived over here. They're basically saying that they're cutting off all the other history that we have, you know, and that means like from Africa and all that other bullshit, they're cutting off all this history, and they just saying, "Hey, we've been here in America, so we from America, we stay in America. We don't got no other place to go." And that's wherein lies the problem. We are not FBA. I mean, the same thing with the African shit. We ain't Nigerian, Ghanaian, all that other bullshit. We Israelites from our respective tribe. But when you claim FBA, you basically just saying that you cutting off, you know, the rest of your history. It's like, no, man, don't cut off the rest of your history. We are Israelites. That's where our history goes. And a lot of Jake also get caught up in this trying to save Edomite bullshit. You know, and I hear the apostles and other brothers always saying, like, what, you gonna accept the Edomite taking the seat of another Jake on the chariots just so they can be saved? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know? And that goes more along the line of what Genesis is talking about. These niggas talking about the Gentiles can be saved. In other words, what, they can go on the chariots too and take one of another Jake's seat? Are you crazy? No.
I mean, not without it being a scrap, because they ain't taking. Lord allow me to be on the chariot, right. Man. Just somebody try to take my seat, man. The devil at that, we scrapping.
Right. Devil to go try to take a brother's seat. Hey, you go get thrown right.
Right, you're right. You getting thrown off the chariot. You gonna get beat off the chariot.
Right. So
you ain't getting on that chariot.
Right. So I wanted to read this in Isaiah 65:11. But ye are they that forsake Yahweh, that forget my holy mountain, and prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. And that's really going against you wicked church members, like
Christians,
like pastors and Christians.
Yeah, you really setting them up. Yeah, these pastors already have this. It's a program where the pastors are already working with the government. I forgot what the name of the union is called, but they're basically working with the government. And when they move in that RFID microchip, they will agree, because they have a 501c3 charter in the first place, which gives them the government basically tax. Basically, the church is paid for. You know what I'm saying? They don't have any taxes generated for that church, so the money goes to however they would like to move money around.
Right. The 501c3 charter basically makes
got tax exempt
churches and stuff, churches and organizations tax exempt, so they can collect from their members without having to pay taxes on any of that money. You know, making them all the more richer.
I told you 2,000. Well, I brought 1,200.
Right.
I told you 2,000. Ain't what I told you.
She said,
right. That part.
Yeah, she said I could get the other 800.
Right.
That's not what I said. So you don't listen.
Right. Right. Like you want the whole 2,000 and shit, man.
Hey, that's my money.
That's tax-free money.
But he's taking it from the poor, though.
Right.
He's taking it from the poor.
Yeah, and they're preparing that number for that truth, you know. 12, therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. And the Heavenly Father don't delight in you niggas not coming back to him. 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord Yahweh shall slay thee and call his servants by another name.
Vexation of spirit. It's not going to be a beautiful day. Your spirit is going through vexation. You got to be in an incredible amount of pain and suffering, physical, mental, spiritual, however it may happen. When that persecution comes,
it's extreme degradation.
Yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna be ready to just end it all. And the reason that a lot of 2/3 of our people gonna end up like that is because they don't want to listen right now. Because if you don't, you got to have the stomach for this, man.
Right.
Because if you out here doing what you want to do right now, you're not building up your spirit, and at that time comes, you're not gonna have a stomach, dog.
Right, and that is that's a real big thing, man. As long as the brothers, doing this work in truth, sincerity, actually believe in this ministry and doers and teachers, hey, we building up our spirit in Yahweh Shem Shai for these times to come. As it is written, shoot. As it is written, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, man. Because this truth, us building up our spirit, our stability is going to be in Yahweh Shem Shai, man.
Faith.
Yeah, that's where our faith is. That's where our stability is going to come from. That Yahweh Shem Shai is going to guide us out of all these temptations and shit, man. The main temptation being the mark of the beast.
I would say something to the extent of where your heart is, that way.
Yeah, that's where your treasures will lie. Yeah. Because if your heart is in this world,
your mind.
Yeah. Your mind is in this world, then all the treasures of this world is gonna be where your mind is gonna be set on. You calling yourself black, Nigerian, Jamaican, Ghanaian, FBA, all that BS. Guess what? All y'all treasures is in this world, and Esau will be able to control you by those treasures that you seeking after. Because you're seeking after Esau's what is it? Greenback note, man, which is gonna transfer to the MO to the TB. And a lot of you jakes are gonna get it. Whether it's because you want to keep the amount of money that you have, you want to get richer, or what have you. You're gonna be seeking after Esau's currency, and you ain't gonna have no trust in the Heavenly Father. And the churches is already setting a lot of jakes up for that. And the other reason is because you just don't know. While us brothers is out here teaching, whether we doing the studio videos or the edification videos, you jakes is just not listening.
Yeah, niggas, man.
Yeah, a lot of them, they tone is off, man.
I can't get with them niggas.
Right.
You're right.
Or it's gonna be some other stupid reason. Like, nah, they like little girls. Like I watched one of them podcasts recently talking about an 18-year-old woman and shit, man. And motherfucker. Well, a matter of fact, I did a video recently that this guy, he was on a video in his car talking about he just lost one of his good friends and shit, and he explained the situation. It was like the dude, they was having a regular man-to-man conversation, and his homeboy said his girl is pregnant. So the dude was like, congratulations and all that other stuff. And then the ladies walked in the crib. One was the mom, and there was a young lady that was pregnant, and he thought nothing of it. The young lady, and she had to be of age and shit. So I'm gonna just say that she was 18, you know, and she was pregnant and showing, and the other lady was the mom. Dude was under the impression that the older lady, that the older lady was his girl, but she wasn't showing or nothing. But he didn't think that the younger woman was his girl. And and the young girl was like, "Hey, babe, this, and that." And it's like, "Is that your girl?" You know, the dude was like, "Yeah." Like, but but she 18, you know, and it's like, so 17. Okay, 17.
But
like,
but that acting like the age of consent, and they acting like it don't exist.
Right. Because the age of consent most likely in this state could have been 16. Yeah, 16 and up. It was like, okay, she's 17. Like, so
that nigga ended a 13-year friendship.
Right. Like, damn. Basically, they argue, almost came to blows. Dude left, and he was like, mind you, his homeboy is 38 years old, and he was upset about it. And he was like, "Tell me, am I bugging?" I made a video of it because I'm like, "Yeah, you bugging. You are bugging the fuck out. One, because it ain't your business. Meddle not much in another man's affairs, man. That's one. This is your homeboy for 13 fucking years, and you worried about the woman that he's fucking? You know what I'm saying? And you worried about his situation.
Actually, that's why me and one of our homeboys couldn't be cool no more. Because I found out he wanted to fuck my wife. And he was
he just wanted to commit adultery.
He came over her house one day. Of course I didn't live with her, but she lived with her mother. This motherfucker showed up at her house trying to go in her bedroom, talking about he always liked her, this and that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So even though, I got love for him to this day because we were all really good friends for years. But after he did that, the friendship was over for me.
Yeah.
Because you betrayed me. You did ultimate betrayal. You did something that I wouldn't have did to you, even though I had opportunities to do it to you. But I didn't do that. I'm not gonna mess with your girl. I'm not gonna. Some of these dudes out here, man.
They have no moral compass. So So in this situation, he's like he's upset at his friend so much because his daughter is 18 years old. And he comparing his homeboy dating this girl, getting this girl pregnant that's 17 years old, and he's got an 18-year-old daughter, and he's just like, no,
emotional.
Yeah, he got emotional. And we always talk about righteous judgment, and it's like, dude, what the fuck you upset for? You ain't dating your daughter.
You think that I would give a fuck that my 18-year-old daughter is dating a 40, 50-year-old man?
Right.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
And this is the thing.
Right. If he treating her right, especially.
Right. Because this question that came up when I was younger, before I even was in the truth, I've heard this question. Would you let your daughter date a grown man, a 40, 50-year-old man? Your daughter is 18. Would you let her date a old man that treats her right? Or would you rather her date a man her own age that beats her?
Right.
And a lot of niggas is on the, hey, I would rather my daughter get beat up with a guy that's her age. And it's like, no, man.
I'd rather my daughter make the right decision.
Exactly.
And she wanted, and this dude that's a lot older than her, treating her the way she want to be treated. We can be cool.
Right, exactly.
Versus the motherfucker that's beating her, because guess what? That's gonna make me kill him.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like you don't want your daughter to have a fucked up life.
Right.
And you don't want her to get treated like, a hoe or something.
Right.
But that's one of them dudes, just an emotional ass dude that don't care. Oh, this motherfucker too old for
it's just like
that's bullshit.
It's just like one of my friends, Lady Chris. She used to get mad because grown men used to try to talk to her grown ass daughter.
Right.
That was 18, 19 years old.
But oh no, he 30 something years, he 30 years old, one girl in 19. And I'm like, so what?
It don't matter. She's
So
an
what?
adult.
Like, right, she's grown, and then guess what? She ended up fucking with him anyway.
Yep. And it's like, and this fucked up backwards ass kingdom, man. It's like y'all deal with your emotions more than anything. It's like, no, man, that's not how it works, man. Not around the world.
Right. A woman is supposed to be giving away after her flowers. Even though we was taught not to do that.
Yep.
We was taught not to give a woman away until Esau told us to give her away.
Right. Which most countries say 18, but guess what? Girls, look, you ain't getting no virgin that's 18
not
years old country. 9 times out of 10. Yeah, in this country, no. Hell no.
No.
But around the globe, you ain't getting no virgin that's 18 years old.
So
9 times out of 10, she didn't.
I don't give a fuck.
She didn't already been penetrated.
Because a black dude went to China, thought that he was gonna do better in China with the Chinese girls over there than he was with the Negro girls over here. At least Negro girls didn't give him no diseases because the Chinese girls straight up was giving him diseases and shit.
Right.
Like, he thought they were virgins. He thought they were virgins.
Right. No. Hey, it's women around the globe. They losing their virginity after they flower soon after.
Right.
And I'm talking about 14, 15. Now, I ain't saying go out and do it. I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. Girls are not getting forced out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
at least for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, they ain't being forced. You know.
Now you got some molesters out there that
You got that out there, but like I say, 9 times out of 10, that's not what happened.
No, not in that situation.
But in this particular situation with this particular story, it's like, man, look, if she passed the flower of her age, he didn't sin.
She's way past the flower of her age.
Right.
She ain't just passed, she just passed it.
Right.
She's
way past it. And who knows what she was doing before this man took her for himself.
Right.
And when he was telling the story, it ain't like his homeboy, his former homeboy, was being a nigga. I mean, because he was my girl pregnant. You know, he with her.
But my thing is this. My thing is, I ain't mean to cut you off, brother. It just make me think about the story we just watched on TV. The Coach Moore.
Yeah. Oh,
that's just so wrong, man. Like they doing this Negro man so wrong, man.
That's kind of funny because these Edomites are getting more and more patriotic nowadays. You know, because Trump putting that battery in their bag, even though he fucking up the economy. So on one hand, the MAGAs is pissed about that, but on the other hand, they getting more racist like they was during slavery.
Mm-hmm.
So with this story that we had just watched not too long ago, with Sharon Moore, something like that.
Yeah.
Sharon Moore. Okay, he's a J. Michigan what
football coach.
Yeah, the NCAA college coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making about a good $5 million a year.
Yeah. Annually.
Annually making about $5 million. So, everybody knew that he was engaged to an Edomite woman to be married. But then he fucks with another Edomite woman that's on the staff. Shit. Come to find out that Edomite woman that he was fucking with is one of the NFL heads. That one of the NFL heads' daughters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
She was on the staff. So he was fucking with a higher up Edomite bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So and they fired his ass. I don't know why they took him to jail, but they ended up firing him
because they went to his house after he lost his job. Shortly after, I guess he
knives or something with threatening to kill himself or something. To kill somebody.
Okay, he's threatened to kill himself because he lost a $5 million contract. But they basically fired him because he got too greedy. Fucking so much.
they did they did the Spartans coach the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And they got
that's weird.
And they got out of paying him $40 million.
Man,
they owed him money.
Right.
And he was doing a great job. He built that football program up.
Right. Right. And it's the same thing. He done built this college team program up and shit. Now they're gonna replace him with an Edomite. They just needed a reason and shit. So the NFL head most likely sent his daughter to be a honeypot and shit, you know, and he fell for it, you know. And right now, Esau is getting real ramped up and shit about their birth rates and shit, you know, their birth rates being so low, they're about to become minorities and shit, and then they women is fucking with Jake, who's already on the bottom and shit. And look, the Edomite woman didn't even look bad, you know, she looked pretty as shit. And you know how Edomites are, they get real charged with Jake is banging they pretty bitches and shit.
Yes,
Like, right. Yeah, he get married to one, then he go fuck another one and shit.
I ain't gonna lie. Don't be surprised if they treat her like they treated Monica Lewinsky.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Got his head. He got some head from Monica Lewinsky.
Right. But he was still an Edomite though.
They treated her like shit. They might end up treating the old girl like shit too.
Right. Yeah. It's like once a Edomite girl fuck with a Jake, man. These Edomites, boy, they turn on and shit 100%. Like shit, man. They. I mean, it's an old term, but you know these Edomites use it all the time. They call them the mud sharks and shit. These devils be pissed, like they be on next level pissed when they women prefer Jake.
Shouldn't we be separated? White men having white babies and black men having black babies, and we shouldn't be with each other.
There's always tales told among the weak. That's one thing that Esau been promoting for some years now, probably about 10, 15 years. The black woman with the so-called white man.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it got to the point where Jake really just don't get no fuck no more.
Right, who cares?
Yeah, it's like,
used to. We used to, like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, man, don't let me see a white dude, a black girl with a white dude on her side, man. That was the ultimate betrayal. At least when you're young.
But now
it's like, who cares?
Don't nobody care. I'm talking about no Jake man really cares no more because the so-called black woman is so much hell now.
Now they always go around and say where are the good men at? You know, now they have something called an ugly movement or something where these women thinking they must be ugly because no man ever hollered at them.
Yeah, I mean the whole
damn man, I that bad. Like the girl came out looking like she had a diaper on.
Right.
These women are so delusional, man.
But she's a bitch built just like Baby Hugh. Came out there with something ridiculous.
Right. Then a few weeks ago, there was a thing where these black bitches got on some KKK clubhouse and shit, talking about they want so-called white man, the Edomite man, to take care of black men by force, basically to unalive Jake men and shit. It's like, goddamn.
Now, you ask me, that should be a crime. Because that's like trying to pay somebody. That's like trying to pay a hitman to kill somebody.
Right.
You know, that's like asking the undercover cop, can you kill this person for me?
Right. But they, you know, since they ain't specific, they just ranting. It's like, hey, and it was like a lot of Jake men, you know, got hold of it. Like Jake men is like, we've never went that hard against our women. We don't get on platforms talking about damn black women just need death 100%. Like y'all need to take care of them. We actively seek them.
Look, white women, we all need to take care of these black women. Y'all need, they trying to take all y'all white men. You know, if we was saying stuff like that, we would be hate. We would be hate.
Jake men will complain about the things that Jake women do, but they ain't never talked like that. So Jake men is like, God damn, what the fuck did we do to y'all that's that goddamn bad? What, being poor? You know what I'm saying? God damn. So we need to be unalive because we poor. You know, a lot of Jake men
Well, I put it this way. When I put it this way, when the Jake woman said that, you're not protected, so they're gonna unalive you too. If they unalive, that's what these dumbass black women don't understand is that if they unalive all the Jake men, they're gonna unalive all the Jake women as well.
Right.
Y'all not living through it.
Right.
Y'all, what you think? White women ain't gonna complain about how y'all gonna take out all Jake men and not take out these bitches?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Shit.
Yeah, right.
This is Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is my enemy shall see.
Right, that's right. Because right now, our enemies are the ones that are closest to us. Esau knew what he was doing when he brought that separation between them. And destabilized that house.
The only way this gonna work is we're gonna have to get them welfare.
That's it. And you know what? It did. And it worked in a way that eventually fell upon Esau too, because now they have a lot of single parent households too.
Yeah.
It's like crack. You know, you got a lot of Edomite crackheads now too. You know,
opioid heads,
that's
fentanyl heads, whatever you want to call it.
And shit. Esau loved them pills. Niggas now they had to get Jake into it. You know, or Lil Wayne and all of that stuff, pill popping out.
Yeah, but guess what? Them niggas constantly end up in the hospital.
Right. Shit. They don't, just straight up in the morgue,
Right. Shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is Yahweh by power? Mine eyes shall behold her, now she shall be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Trodden down means walked over.
Yep.
Trodden on the mire of the street, the mud, like, the snow started melting.
Right.
And then it's all that dirt, all that dirty water, all that. I ain't seen used condoms and baby and fucking used baby diapers and all kind of shit. In the little snow that's left over, that dirty snow, when all of that shit is starting to melt. It just leaves that nasty puddle and shit. That's the the mire, man. All right.
This is Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Everybody's not gonna come to you. There's gonna be a time where the government, you're not gonna have you got a taste of it during this government lockdown. It's gonna come a time where nobody now when a woman in this society in America, whenever she ends up in a hard time, they have more programs established to help women out, to give them basically a leg up so they can keep them on a equal scale to the man. When you stop and you look at the way America's run now, because they push that whole equality ordeal. But now it's gonna come a time where all that equality is gonna backfire on you. I was just looking at the draft as well.
Yeah, it's backfiring right now.
Right.
It's like shit. They taking away all these women-led jobs, and they're labeled as non-professional now.
Yeah.
When the shutdown happened, the bitches just started panicking, and that's across the board, not just Jake bitches.
That was making a lot of those nurses were making a lot of money.
Yep.
At that time, and now that's not considered a career.
Right. No, it's no longer considered a professional job now. Yeah. So that's going to take the money down, and a lot of these bitches is about to be struggling. And all of this is in preparation for what they're about to do next year. As a matter of fact, there was a dude who was explaining online about this experiment that they did with mice. The mice basically swimming. And then when the mouse is about to drown, they save it. But then after they save it, feed it, they put it right back in the water and shit. And the experiment was the mouse would swim all the way until he drowned and shit. He'll swim as hard as he can all the way until he drowned because he expecting to be saved. Yeah, because he ain't got the mouse used to being saved and shit. And basically, that experiment is the same thing with this government shutdown. The longest government shutdown in history. You know, they didn't cut off the stamps. They didn't shut down all these welfare programs for this amount of time, and then at the last minute, they cut it back on.
Mhm.
So
They do this shit every year too, man.
yeah. So
And this
everybody
longest-
used to, it's gonna shut down because they've been doing it for years now.
Yes.
It's gonna shut down, then it's gonna come, it's gonna then they're gonna start it back up and everything gonna be normal again. So everybody's just gonna be expecting the next government shutdown. They're just gonna be expecting, it might last for a month or two and shit, but then
knowing that
it's gonna come back. It's like, no, it's not coming back next time, man. I fully expect that this is the last time. Next year they got all the laws in place, man. Next year they can go all the way with it. You know, they got the thing going on in Alaska for the digital currency model, which includes AI and biometrics. So, and the AI is in place for the pre-crime laws. You know, everybody is talking about Minority Report right now. It's like, hey, these devils is putting all their ducks in a row right now. So, you know, verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
Yes. Yeah. They look, all of these beautiful babies and these children. Can you read that one more time? That part one more time?
Yep, Isaiah 32 and 12. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, and for the fruitful vine.
Hey man, it's gonna be hard seeing these children suffer, dog.
Right.
You know, it's a hard thing. You gotta sit back and watch your child starve to death, die from a virus that you can't treat. You know, because let's say you growing accustomed to Esau's healthcare system. Your child gets sick as fuck. You don't know what to do. They they kick you off your insurance or something. You gotta sit back and watch your child slowly die. There's nothing you can do.
Yep. Hey, and
a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. And this is all to prepare you for that digital currency, which they're gonna get you chipped. This is Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from afar? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory? Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain.
Without him, they
Right.
shall bow down under the who?
Under the prisoners.
Yeah, look, dude. Without Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we are nothing.
Exactly.
We are nothing.
I'm gonna just
Jacob now.
Yep. Let me finish this. And they shall fall under the slain. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still.
Even though we did all of that degenerate, crazy, foolish shit, the Lord's hand is held out now. And who's it held out as? It's held out as his men. We out here making it plain in a way that you can understand it. The Heavenly Father speaking through it. You know, you got brothers out here that's out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. You know what I'm saying? Pushing it in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And understand that's the Most High's hand being held out. But now you can go online, you can learn about this truth. And you can go Google it to see if it's true, because that famine of the word is coming. When that famine of the word gets here, it's a wrap. You're not gonna be able to find out this and that. All you're gonna be able to do is just go along with what you have. And what you have, I guarantee you, for 2/3 of our people, is not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough to get you through the shit that's about to happen. Niggas be big as fuck. They be in shape. Motherfucker got a nice car, little woman, all kind of shit.
Yeah, but that's all worldly shit.
That's it. And hey, when all hell break loose, it's a moment of pain.
Yep. Will take a moment of pain will make you forget of all the pleasures of life, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah. Like, you go through that moment of pain and shit, you're gonna forget about all of that. You're gonna realize it wasn't worth it because that moment is gonna last, dog.
Yep, that's why this is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. No, chapter 6, verse 9. Were you done with that? Galatians 6 and 9, and let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Right. We us brothers, man, is doing this work. Like the Genesis, hey, it's suspected that they got that bag. In other words, they fell short, man. You know, they got weary. They wanted some loot. So now all of a sudden the Gentiles.
Is that what they all want? That's why that mark of the beast going to be brought out.
Yep. Yep. So hey, the Gentiles can be saved all of a sudden after all this time, talking about, oh, we recently found this out. No. All throughout the scriptures, it's only been the Israelites that have salvation.
Right.
You know, so hey, they painted. They didn't got this far, and it's just like, man, we need that bag, man.
We need that 501c3.
Yeah. We need that payout.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, hey, the Gentiles, hey, now all of a sudden, a heathen can take a seat on the chariot.
Right.
Hell no, man.
Ain't no motherfucking Edomites gonna be on the chariot.
Nope.
I already heard. Look, we already got problem with certain jakes that they're talking about coming on the chariot. I remember when I was talking about beating their ass to come on the chariot. They ass on that chariot.
Motherfuckers trying to score
on the chariot. Yeah,
you know, they gonna get beat up and thrown off and shit. I mean, that used to be a running joke. Right. And all of a sudden, the heathen can make it. And let's be honest, it's not just any heathen; it's Edomites. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas are always trying to save Edomites. That's why that's why it don't it's basically to talk to a Christian is a waste of time.
Call the police.
Right. Because they gonna whatever way they possibly can, they're gonna try to save Edomites.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They ain't worried about 2/3 Jake that's gonna die too.
No,
but they want Esau to be saved, no matter what.
They ain't worried about that. They ain't worried about Esau causing genocide to them Palestinians over there.
Right.
But they want.
No, they'll do that.
Yeah.
They want Esau to make it. They want
niggas to rally for that. Esau rally for that type of shit.
No, I'm talking about
Jake.
Jake ain't rallying for that.
You have some niggas out there doing.
Yeah, but I'm
stand up for
I'm
that.
seeing it every week. I see it up there on the corner, and don't know Jake be up there. None but white people up there.
Jake is not coming to us trying to save Palestinians.
Right.
They trying to save Edomites. Here it is.
Yes, they trying to save Edomites. All Esau.
Of our own people getting put to death, right along with
but that's also pushing that everybody can make it and shit though.
Yeah.
But when they pushing everybody can make it, you know what they think.
Right.
They thinking Esau.
They thinking
always thinking Esau.
They thinking John 3:16, man.
Right, exactly.
Let's be real.
Plantation Christianity has not left them yet. You know?
No.
So hey. I mean, shit. Anytime you ask a Jake, I guarantee you that they thinking Esau, the so-called white man. Look, I will bet you a whole dollar that if a Jake come up to you talking about somebody being saved, I bet you a whole dollar that they ain't thinking about Palestinians.
Nope. Right.
I bet you a whole dollar, man.
Right.
I bet anybody that dollar, man.
Yep.
But if it's a nigga with blue hair or green hair, there's a good possibility.
Oh no, I'm tired of seeing them, man. I'm tired of seeing these motherfuckers with these trans mans with these green, red, purple, but it's mainly green. For some reason lately, I've been seeing a lot of gay dudes with green hair, man, and fiery hair, green and red, like the ones that stay in this building. They all got green hair, don't they?
vexation of spirit, man, is out there. It's like, God damn, these motherfuckers is so bad out here. It's crazy.
I mean, but that's the way most like, man, they got to work this one. It is fucked up. It's at the end,
Right.
so the downfall is kingdom more so now than ever. People are really looking forward to that. If you believe in the Bible, because everybody else is trying to preserve this place.
Right.
You trying to preserve this motherfucker, or you looking for the downfall of it?
Well, I can see what I see is just like the old saying goes years ago. If the devil got to go down, he's gonna take many motherfuckers with him as he can.
Right.
And by this country going down, what are they doing? They're taking many people that's in this country as they can to go down with it.
Quick precept since you mentioned that it's Mark 8:35. It says, "For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake, Yahweh sake, and the gospels, the same shall save it."
Right. You find your life when you come into the truth, man. Right. When you lose your life for Yahweh and Yahweh's sake, you actually find it, man.
Because I'm Slovakia. This nigga Charles White did interviews.
Oh no, not this nigga
Talking
again.
about he believes in God, but he don't. Basically, he said he believes there is a God, but he don't serve the Most High.
No, he don't.
For himself.
He already told me. I said that
like,
motherfucker said
God gave you free will to basically to choose to live your own life.
That's bullshit. Because and I know the brother told the truth because this the same motherfucker that said that because he didn't believe in what Muslims was saying back in the days, and he used to work at a restaurant. He used to purposely put pork pieces inside the Muslim burgers when they used to order burgers and shit. He used to always put like a piece of ham or something in the burger, inside the burger, where you don't even know. These motherfuckers still eating pork, and I don't see them dying and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, yeah, that dude right there, that is a wicked man. That is a real wicked man.
That's another 2/3 nigga, man.
Scripture.
That's how
they're gonna be shamefaced in the kingdom. When you come back, when him and 2/3 niggas like him, they lie their head down for a while. They're gonna be shamefaced.
Well, you know what? This scripture gonna hit a lot of people hard one day, man. This Revelation is 1 and 3, man. Blessed is he that readeth. You know, niggas don't like to read. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Right. We have time, man.
Right. They don't know how serious that is, man. Right. The time is at hand.
Right. But what else supposed to say? Time is Europe and
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Right at the door, man. I ain't gonna lie, with that government shutdown, it was people losing their mind for a minute, man.
Oh, yeah.
When they didn't think they was gonna get no stamps no more, people was losing their mind.
Yeah.
They don't know how to go hungry.
Yeah. They don't know how to fast.
Nope. Shit, 2 hours after they hungry, they ready to go rob the store. That's what's gonna happen, man. That's the time we coming into.
As you saw how Jakes was tripping about, this whole food stamp situation.
Mm-hmm.
And if the judge didn't overturn Trump's decision, how they was gonna go into these stores around the stores of groceries.
Mm-hmm. Right. They was already tripping. Let alone when they actually do it like that, right?
A lot of Jakes. You got some doomsday preppers that actually may have in home or outdoor gardens and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
However, Scripture said don't come to rely on that because you don't know where you're gonna be in that.
Right. In fact, I'm gonna get a scripture for that because you absolutely don't know.
That's 1 Corinthians 6:19. What? Know you not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own. For you are bought with a price, therefore glorify the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
So when you stop and you look at that, is that you don't. There's no such thing as free will. Right. All right. Most High bought you for a price. And price the life that you lead now.
Right. The price, basically, the blood of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh died on that cross was the price that was paid for us.
Right. For us to even be on this earth today, because other than that, Yahweh was going to destroy us.
Yeah.
For that shit.
Yeah. And not for Yahweh
Shai. Right. Believing in us, man.
Yeah, we wouldn't know anything. We would just be completely destroyed.
Right. Wiped out.
Yep. Wiped all the way out, man. We were bought for a price, you know.
Yep.
And that, that's a steep price, And 2/3 you are just not grateful. That's why in the kingdom, don't have your head down for a while and shit, man.
For a while, ain't gonna be it's gonna be an understatement if we remember any. Don't let us go to the kingdom and we remember some of them boys, some of them people. It's gonna be hell for a lot of people.
Just gonna be
For the hell they put us through, man.
This is Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Hey, our salvation is around the corner. All hell is ready to break loose, man. I mean, we already at a time where Jacob's trouble is going to be some shit.
And we're not just talking. We're not just saying this to try to scare you.
Right.
You
If you're scared, you're in the right spirit.
Right.
You know, if you're not scared and shit, you in that everything gonna be all right, everything gonna get better spirit. Or
I don't believe in that shit they talking about. Them brothers talking about.
Fucking up, man.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
Right.
Even
we in dark times. We already in dark times. It's gonna be so much worse, man. Go ahead.
Yep. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
Light is also a representation of
Mm-hmm.
The word comes.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
even darker, man. That's my God.
When motherfuckers can't find no answers and shit, man, what is it? The fear of the unknown. Why is a lot of people afraid of the dark? Is because they don't know what's in the dark. That's it. Fear of the unknown. We know. Hey, that's why our stability is in this knowledge, man.
Yep. Shall the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it? And I'm gonna jump up to scriptures. Amos 5 and 18. Woe, which means destruction, unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, and that goes for all you Christians out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, all you Christians that think that the Lord is saving everybody, not knowing that the day of the Lord is darkness and not light, even very dark with no brightness in it.
Yeah, hey, man. Hey.
That's a dark. That's not just dark with the sun. That's your spirit being dark too. Like you ain't gonna know what to do. You ain't gonna know if you're coming or going, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is right, exactly. Majority of these niggas can't tell that now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what scripture I was? We'll talk about it. It's the king, roughly paraphrase.
When women having their head down.
No.
I think at the time, well, I'm not sure, but it might be that same face, but
yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you know what the fuck I'm talking
And you'll go to Google and then
They'll pull it right up.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, but the thing is, right now, as things come to a head, like the brother was saying earlier about our flight, did you get that please? Our flight,
Right out your flight be not in the winter
please.
or on the Sabbath day.
Yes, please. Well, so right now, I mean, it's so cold outside, we have to be on the inside, right? And then on the 22nd and beyond, you know, even before that wicked ass Christmas come in, I call it Christmas. Even before that come in, you gotta stop and you gotta look at the storms that they have. It's a band of storms and it's gonna be bad. You know what I mean? And one would think, you know, this would be the perfect time for Esau to start pushing his agenda because remember that, you know, the government was only paid up until January 1st when the government shut down. All right, so January 1st, we gotta see what's gonna take place, you know.
This is Matthew 24. I'm gonna start at well. Yeah, let's go ahead and start at verse 17. It says, "Then let them which be in Judea, which represents the people before a place, flee into the mountains." And I mean that's going. I mean, because the time of 70 AD is getting ready to repeat all over again for our people. Because they're gonna cut off all these cities. They're gonna have blockades to block all these cities to where you can't go out of these cities like you want to. Same thing. You know, the thing that has been is that which shall be. So
Yeah. Well,
yeah. So let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe, meaning destruction unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. So, hey, I mean, so many brothers may have been talking about, oh, I wanted to start a family on the side. You'll get your family in the kingdom.
Right.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is the precept right here. It says, "But pray you that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day." Because we already know that Jake is very disadvantaged in the wintertime.
You don't catch us jogging in snow. We don't be jogging in snow with shorts on and a t-shirt. I seen a white girl the other day jogging in this snow. It was like snow out there and they were jogging with
they'll
a
get it.
t-shirt
They'll
and
see them out there like 5
shorts
in the
on.
morning in the wintertime.
Yeah, it's
You know.
crazy.
Right. I know this ain't the exact scripture, but this is 1 Peter 3:15. Sanctify the Lord Yahweh in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear, having a good conscience, that whereas they speak evil of you as of evildoers, they may be ashamed that falsely accuse your good conversation in Hamashiach.
Because the words of this book have not failed since I've been learning this truth.
Right.
And everything that I've been learning as far as this truth is concerned and studying this word has been coming to pass word for word. Damn near.
Right. So they may be ashamed that speak evil of us that's preaching this God, the good gospel of Hamashiach Yahushua.
I'm thankful to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that he chose me as one of his vessels to hold this knowledge.
Right.
And this is the knowledge I was meant to hold. I don't know about you, nigga, but I don't know how you feel.
Right. And that's why they're gonna be ashamed in the kingdom. Like, goddamn, they done so much wickedness, they spoke so wickedly of us in this time, you know, and the kingdom is gonna be like, fuck, I was a 2/3 nigga, you know. Like, goddamn, man.
that shit is like a fucking plague.
Yeah, and even more for those that know that they Israelites teaching that BS. Yeah.
Wait, you said you talking about what's the sign?
Yeah, Genesis.
I gotta head to the plantation.
Oh yeah, we finna close right now. You know, with that, we're gonna close. All you hope you out were edified. That all praise and glory
To Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Kakadash.
Everyone step out to great millstone. Say to you out doing the work of truth and sincerity. On three, a Bible ball. 1, 2, 3.
A Bible ball, a Bible ball, a Bible ball. Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.